Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, I'm John, this is Many a True Nerd, and welcome to the Worms Armageddon Political Simulation Machine UK General Election Special, where we use Worms Armageddon to predict the result of elections. Now, some people, after the last time I did this for the US election, said, oh, well, this clearly isn't scientific, this is just Worms Armageddon, and there's no way this is in any way accurate science. Well, let me tell you something. At that point, when I actually made that video for the US election, that was still during the primaries, when the final candidates hadn't actually been selected yet. And basically at that point, Donald Trump was considered a rank outsider, couldn't possibly happen, the establishment would stop him, and even if he was nominated, there was absolutely no chance he could ever become president. Every pollist and political simulation machine in the world agreed Donald Trump could not be president. What did my simulation say? My simulation said Donald Trump would be president. My political simulation machine has a better track record than pretty much every political scientist in the world right now. Alright? So this deserves to be taken very, very seriously for the totally serious election science that it is. So in case this is your first election special, Many a True Nerd, here's how we do it. I have already set up some lovely, lovely teams ahead of time, and they are going to fight each other because I've set all of them to be CPU teams. So you see here, all of the parties have actually been set to level 4 CPU. I choose level 4 because level 5 basically nails all its shots pretty much automatically. Level 4 is pretty damn good, but will still occasionally make mistakes, so I think it probably makes for the most interesting fight. We're also going to adjust the teams so that each team has a broadly fair representation of how likely they are to actually win the election. So for example, Labour and the Conservatives are both going to be given the full contingent of 8 worms. The SNP, meanwhile, as they're going to have a significant impact on the election result, because they're very likely to hold large parts of Scotland, they are going to be given 4 worms. The Liberal Democrats, they are still a UK-wide party and might well regain some strength. They're going to be reduced to having 2 worms, and the other parties, representing the Greens, representing UKIP, representing the Welsh and Northern Irish parties, they are going to have 5 worms. Have I given them 5 worms? 1, 2, 3, 4. Is that 5? 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, they're going to get themselves 5 worms. So technically the small parties are allied with each other, but don't worry, we'll cross that bridge if it becomes a problem down the line. But that is not all we are doing, of course, because elections are not just about who wins the election. Elections are about how various people in the UK are going to be treated. So I'm introducing a 6th faction into this here fight. And that is the UK public, who I will be playing. They will be passing on every single turn. They will not fight in any way. They will simply passively take it from politicians. So basically, we're going to see how each of the politicians deals with various members of the UK public, as well as how they deal with each other, and ultimately, of course, see who is actually going to win this election. I'm just going to go through until I find it. Ooh, that one's quite good. Yeah. Okay. I like that map. There's some good little hidey spots. There's, I like a map where it's not inside, so there's lovely ocean all around it. Yep, that will do as our battleground. Spot on. For the game options, I'm going to slightly increase the chance of stuff falling from the skies. Other than that, pretty standard game. Worms just going to be moved in a rotation. 100 health. We're simply going to have one game to decide it all. This is winner takes all. If we get up to 30 minutes, we can have ourselves sudden death when the waters will start to rise. And yes, indeed, we have 45 seconds completely standard for making their move. So, let's get in here and see what goes on. The political simulation begins. Up front, we've got Theresa May, our Prime Minister, current leader of the Conservative Party, standing very close by to Ian Duncan Smith's right there. Debbie Abrahams. If you haven't heard of Debbie Abrahams, she's one of Jeremy Corbyn's front bench. Jeremy Corbyn slightly struggling to fill a front bench. There's been a lot of rebels in Labour recently. Oh no! No! She's completely ignored Labour and gone straight for the middle class. She promised no tax rises, but it appears that was a lie. A grenade right into the middle class from Theresa May there. Tim Farron, current leader of the Liberal Democrats. Liberal Democrats lost a lot of ground in the last election. And oh no. No, Tim Farron is very close to students. No, Tim Farron, no, not again! Not again! Oh, he's missed! He missed the students! No, he didn't! No, he didn't! Oh, he did! Tim Farron, you can't trust Liberal Democrats with students. He's gone again. But he did more damage, I think. No, he did more damage to students than to flipping. Oh, no. No, Diane Abbott took a light tap. Nicola Sturgeon, leader of the SNP, floating. Oh, no. The SNP is very close by to the economy. No, I think they're leaving the economy alone. Going for John Ashworth, member of, again... That's another one of Labour's front bench, the Shadow Cabinet, but probably one you haven't heard of. I believe he is Work and Pensions. Right, in comes Caroline Lucas, leader of the Green Party. Generally regarded as fairly fluffy and lovely, but oh no, she's a bit close to the NHS. There's Keir Starmer on the far side. Yep, ignoring the NHS, but a light tap to the pensioners. There's a lot of Labour down in that pit right now. There is a bit of a concern there for Labour. Conservatives currently in the lead. Labour have taken a few knocks. And it's over to the UK public. It is technically, of course, my turn. The turn of the NHS. The NHS will be passing. It will just be quietly taking it. No one's dared attack the NHS yet. Who else is in a precarious position? Oh, Leanne Woods, leader of the Welsh Party. That's, she's not looking in a great position right now. Oh, and the poor. The poor are looking hugely, hugely vulnerable down there by the water. The children are nicely tucked away for the time being. That's good at least. And EU residents are, well, I don't blame them for basically taking shelter at this exact moment in time. Right, let's just pass our turn, of course. That's what we're going to be doing. NHS passed its turn. Straight back over to, I believe it is now, it's Jeremy Corbyn, leader of the Labour Party. He's up first. Oh, no. He's got EU residents right there. He's got Boris Johnson there as well. No, Jeremy Corbyn, what are you doing? Oh... It has been widely said that Jeremy Corbyn was a very reluctant Remainer, that truly he was actually all in favour of just getting out of the EU. And maybe that is indeed true. He has just taken a bazooka to the face of the EU residents, and now they are very, very close by to the children. There comes Philip Hammond, the current Chancellor of the Exchequer, the guy who manages our finances. Oh no! No, the Tories have taken a shotgun to the students. Leave the students alone, damn it. This is why you need to vote, students, alright? This is why you need to flipping vote. And the other shotgun is reserved, in fact, for Diane Abbott, Conservatives attacking Labour. Not too surprising there, all things considered. Coming up next, it's Nick Clegg. He is still an MP. We don't see very much of him anymore. He kind of retired into the shadows. He is still an MP. He is still an active member of the Liberal Democrats. He just kind of stays out of the way so Tim Farron can do his own thing. What's he planning to do next? Uh-oh. There's a lot of Labour nearby. There's a lot of Labour. What's he planning? No. No, he's not. No, he's gone for... He tried to take out someone but completely fluffed it. He just Nick Clegged it up. Basically, that went as well as the Liberal Democrats at the last election. Angus Robertson for the SNP up next and going straight for... No, is he going for... Oh, he's just completely destroyed Leanne Wood. Oh, I'm so sorry. Unfortunately, yep, that's the Welsh Party pretty much sunk immediately. Angus Robertson there from the SNP. Scotland turning on Wales. There is no love or loyalty among the Celtic countries that make up the United Kingdom. Up next, we've got... Wait, who was that? Whoever it was, they just went for pensioners. That was Paul Nuttall! Paul Nuttall of UKIP has just betrayed pensioners, stabbed them in the back, bazooka, right in the flipping face. It's up to the UK public. Who is this exactly? Hang on, this is... Oh, that's students. Oh, the students have been left in a pit with the Liberal Democrats. Oh, that's the last place students want to be. That's the last place. Right, past that. Conservatives still winning very, very nicely. John Macdonald is going for... Looks like Nicola Sturgeon, actually. Yep. He's going for... Oh, no! Oh! The man that Labour wants to lead the economy has just grenaded the economy and it's not looking healthy. Labour has left the economy in one hell of a state. Right, who's next? It's Amber Rudd, sent, of course, to the most recent seven-way scrap, the debate, instead of Theresa May, because Theresa May was too much of a coward to actually bother showing up. Amber Rudd sent in her stead. Didn't do great, to be honest, and she's attacked the NHS. The first attack on the NHS comes from the Tory party. Not too surprising. Amber Rudd and Theresa May actually both hiding very, very close by to the waterline right now. Oh, no. It's Tim Farron's go again. He gets another go at the students. Leave him alone, Tim. Leave him alone. Oh, he's left them. No. No, just like Nick Clegg and just like Liberal Democrats in general, he's sort of fluffed it a little bit. This is not a good election for the Liberal Democrats. John Swinney from the SNP up next. He's got a shot at Gerry Adams right there. Of course, current leader of Sinn Féin over in Northern Ireland, the Republicans. If you're not familiar with Northern Ireland politics, basically we've got Gerry Adams and we've got Arlene Foster on the field. Gerry Adams is basically boo United Kingdom, and Arlene Foster is basically yay United Kingdom. That's an extreme simplification, but it'll do. And on this particular occasion, yep, the Scottish National Party have decided to put the boot in to the Irish Republicans. Gerry Adams getting dangerously close by to the waterline there. He is in a dangerous position at this exact moment in time. Arlene Foster, in fact, up right next, in fact, the Democratic Unionist Party, and going for... Oh, no, the poor! Okay, the poor have survived. The Democratic Unionists have gone for the poor. They're okay for now, but they can't take much more. It's over to, I think that's the pensioners. That's me and the pensioners. Yep, that is me and the pensioners. Oh, no. The pensioners have been left in a corner nearby to two Tories and an explodable thing. I don't fancy their chances, quite frankly. Skip their turn. Oh, they're looking vulnerable. They go down very quickly. It's Diane Abbott. I'm going to be honest. I don't know why people attack Jeremy Corbyn when Diane Abbott is right there. This is someone who has generally managed to fluff a few things. Oh, Arlene Foster is in the water. Diane Abbott has managed to completely wipe out the Democratic Unionist Party and has done, she's done more accidental damage. She wasn't meaning to attack the students, but she's done a lot of damage to them anyway. Jeremy Hunt's looking weak as well. Oh, Boris Johnson for the Tory party up next. Jeremy Corbyn is right in his sights, unless, of course, he would rather go for the... Yeah, Boris Johnson would rather completely ignore Jeremy Corbyn and go for the EU residents and the children instead. Boris. Nick Clegg could get a big kill here. There are a lot of Conservatives and a lot of Labour down in a hole, including, actually, they've got the... No, Nick Clegg's managed to fluff it again. God damn it, Clegg. God flipping damn it. He could have just taken out Theresa May, but he just totally, completely fluffed it. Shona Robertson up next for the SNP. Firing. No, fluffs it. SNP have not done a good job there, unfortunately. Coming up next, it's Jerry Adams, and he's probably going to want revenge on John Swinney for nailing him last time. And it's... Oh, that doesn't... No, that was a bad shot. That was a bad shot. Jerry Adams has unfortunately blown himself up and left both of them in a very vulnerable position. It's the EU residents. The EU residents are up next. They are looking really, really vulnerable right now. Standing right next to the flipping children. So we're just actually... I'm going to move them away. I'm going to move them apart from each other. So the EU residents and the children aren't actually standing right next to each other anymore. So we can see which of the politicians decide to prioritise. Coming next, Tom Watson for Labour, Deputy Leader for Labour. We haven't seen much of him in this election campaign, to be honest. He hasn't really done much. He's been a bit quiet recently. So he is planning to... Oh, he's gone straight for the middle class. He's gone straight for the middle class. There is now a great big pile of Tories and Labour and the middle class on very, very low ground right now. Michael Fallon for the Conservatives. The Conservatives have actually... I think they're still winning, but it's only just right now. They've taken a few bad knocks. This exact moment in time. And if he accidentally triggers a mass explosion over there, it could be about to get a lot worse. He's going for... Who's he going for right now? Oh, it's a long shot for the... He was going for the NHS, but he missed. And now there are 3 Tories sitting right next to each other, next to an explodable thing. Oh, it's Tim Farron again. Still in the hole with the Conservatives. Doesn't go for them, though. On this occasion goes for Diane Abbott and Philip Hammond. Diane Abbott is not quite gasping for life yet, but she's not in great shape. Nicola Sturgeon's looking good. She's still in a positive, good position here with 87 strength. The thing is, can she resist? Oh, no, I think she's going for... She's going for the economy again. Nicola Sturgeon. Oh, no. No, the economy. Nicola Sturgeon's taking a shotgun to it. No, what are you doing? Oh, the price of North Sea oil, not great. In fact, actually, no. She actually decided to avoid... Caroline Lucas is up next. Caroline Lucas has a lot of Tories close by to her. She could do a huge amount of damage to the... No, just the very, very lightest tap. If she'd just laid a mine and then just run for it, she could have wiped out a lot of Tories. The pensions would have gone down too. Oh, it's the economy. Oh, the poor defence's economy left in a hole with Nicola Sturgeon and there's nothing it can do. I'm so sorry, economy. You're just stuck in there with her. Right, moving straight on. There's a health kit coming down. Who's up next? We've got... I think that's... Someone's down there. It's a member of Labour. It's a Labour's girl. They're having a think. If they're willing to sacrifice Debbie, whatever the hell Debbie's name is, they could sink Theresa May right now. I think they're thinking about it. They're giving it a thought. I can't remember whose go that is. Didn't see there's a lot of people back yet. No, they've just started to very, very gently tap Nick Clegg. I think that's a guaranteed 30 damage. A fire punch, I think, always does 30. Yeah, guaranteed 30. Straight over to back drive for the Conservatives. It's Ian Duncan Smith. It's Ian Duncan Smith. Oh no, it's Ian Duncan Smith and a pensioner. Oh, that doesn't end well for the pensioners. What are they going to do? He's tossing a grenade at... I think he's going for the economy. It's a very long way away, but he's... Nope, fluffed it. Ian Duncan Smith was going for the economy. Couldn't quite knock it out, though, despite his best efforts. Nick Clegg. Nick Clegg now has a really good opportunity to do a lot of damage to Labour. Oh, what the... No, I think that's 3 shots in a row. Nick Clegg is completely fluffed. Angus Robertson for the SNP has a chance to base, yep, not Barry Gardner for Labour, straight into the sea. That is a big blow for Labour right there. That's going to put the Conservatives back on top. Conservatives looking good. Labour doing better than people might have expected, but they're looking vulnerable. Look at them. They're all clustered together. Caroline Lucas could take them all in one massive suicide strike. That is, I think that's Paul Nuttall for UKIP, stuck in a hole, firing at the... Nope, going for the economy. Didn't have a shot at EU residents, so I think Paul Nuttall took a shot at the economy. Everyone's trying to just nag at the economy. Oh, the poor. Oh, the poor. I'm going to hide the poor. The poor are just going to go over here and just hide underground. I'm hiding the poor, damn it. Hopefully, they can survive down here for the time being at least. The poor, poor. Oh no, what's coming up next? Who's coming up? It is someone for Labour, but I can't see who it is. Is that... They shook a shot at the UKIP, but they did some damage to the... Oh, it was John Ashworth. I think he's... Work and Pension Shadow Secretary? It's hard to tell. David Davis, currently our Minister for Brexit, which is a weird, stupid thing we've just made up. If he fluffs this, he could accidentally do a lot of damage, but no. I think he's going for the... No, he's going for Paul Nuttall. He has just gone for... Oh, David Davis has just basically... He's killed the NHS. The Tories have killed the NHS. They may have been going for Labour and UKIP, but the collateral damage has been huge. Huge damage right now. Tim Farron still stuck in a pit with the flipping students, and now what's he going to do? He's taken a shot at the SNP. Alright then, fair enough. There used to be some Lib Dem holdings up in Scotland. They've lost most of them. I think all of them, in fact. So, can't blame him, really. John Swinney down in the pit. Could finish off Jerry Adams right now. That's probably enough to finish off. Yep. That is, I believe now, all of the Irish parties have indeed been finished off. But he is now in a dangerous position. I'm not sure what he's planning to do now. But in all fairness, him and Shona Robertson are kind of close by to each other. So potentially, they might be in a good place to just hold out there. No one's got a good shot apart from Philip Hammond. Philip Hammond might be able to do some good work to those guys. Caroline Lucas and the Greens. If she just drops a big stick of dynamite and runs, she could do a lot of damage right now. But no, the Greens are going for the economy. Everyone is just knackering the economy right now. Not a terrible ideas floating around. Like, the Conservatives are looking good, but so many of them are clustered together. But then equally, a lot of Labour are clustered together too. It's the children's turn. The children... Actually, you know what? The UK public's actually doing all right so far. Because for the moment at least, that is Labour. Someone in Labour there. But if they just move out of the way, they could actually sink Amber Rudd and Theresa May right now. Yeah, that's right. Oh, they've got a good idea here. Moving out of the way. Oh, yes, that was a mine. That's a mine on Theresa May and Amber Rudd. Theresa May and Amber Rudd are in trouble. Amber Rudd is... Oh, the middle class. The middle class are dead, and that might be enough to finish off Theresa May. I don't know. Depends which way she gets knocked. Theresa May is dead! Theresa May has died! Theresa May is in the drink! Dead! Gone! Theresa May is sunk! So, the Conservatives might still win this election, but if they do, it's not going to be Theresa May leading them, and that is indeed a possibility. Some people have been betting on the possibility that if the Conservatives win, but not by much, Boris Johnson could end up as Prime Minister, even if the Conservatives won anyway. Nick Clegg, he's fluffed 3 shots in a row. Can he actually do anything? Oh, he's done something! I think he's just... Oh, this is going to be a mess. Paul Nuttall's dead. The Liberal Democrats have finished off UKIP, but they might be about to do a lot of damage to some other people. Yeah, there's now going to be a chain reaction of death. John Ashworth for Labour is down. There's a lot of damage been done there. Nick Clegg's looking vulnerable. Nope, that's the end of it. One more person had died. That would have been real trouble. Now, the SNP are there, but they're kind of on their own right now. So what are they planning to actually do? There's John Macdonald up there. There's Philip Hammond. Looks like it might be a shot for... No, they're just dropping a grenade in. No, they fluffed it. Didn't get a grenade in. That would have been a good grenade if they could have just dropped it there. They would have sacrificed the students to take out a lot of parties. Caroline Lucas, come on. Just drop a big mine. You can do this. Nope. No, Caroline Lucas is going for... going for Nicola Sturgeon. Alright, Greens and SNP. Potentially, logical coalition buddies. They're not getting on well right now. Students, just stay exactly where you are and hope no one notices you there. This is gonna, yeah, that's gonna end in tears over there somewhere. It's Jeremy Corbyn. He's got a shot at Boris Johnson. He's picked up something. Question is he gonna go for the children, the EU residents, or Boris Johnson? Come on, Jeremy, make the right choice. Make the right choice. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Oh, no. No, it's... No, he's gone for Boris Johnson! He just slightly fluffed it, and now he has gone to take the side of the children of the EU residents. Boris Johnson is... still strong, but very close to the water level. Potentially, he could be in trouble at some point soon. Philip Hammond up next. If he's willing to sacrifice Jeremy Hunt, he could basically do a lot of damage here. No, he's just basically gone and joined that. No, he's going for the SNP. He's going for the SNP. Right, so 2 members of SNP are now stuck in a hole. And not really much they can do down there, to be honest. It's Tim Farron again. The Liberal Democrats have been doing appallingly so far. They're not doing great, and they've... Oh, no! I think the Liberal Democrats might have just taken out... Yeah, the EU residents are gone. The Liberal Democrats have finished off the EU residents. Oh, no. And they've done a bit of damage to Jeremy Corbyn at the same time, too. Jeremy Corbyn is looking vulnerable. Nicola Sturgeon is... Oh, no. Nicola Sturgeon might be about to finish off the economy. No, she's not. I think she's leaving it be. She is leaving the economy alone. No, she's not. She's just taking a really, really odd shot at it. Caroline Lucas, again, could do a huge amount of damage to the Conservatives right now. SNP have actually overtaken Labour for second place. This is not looking good for Labour at all. Another bad shot from Caroline Lucas. But yeah, there's a bunch of Conservatives all right next to each other. The pensioners right there. I wish I could just dynamite that big group in front of me, but I can't. The pensioners are just going to stay there. They're hiding behind the Conservatives. They think the Conservatives are their friend. I'm not sure that's going to be true by the end of this. It's John Macdonald up next. He's going for... I think he's going for the economy as well. Gosh darn it, Labour and the SNP just will not leave alone. They are just going to keep going at the economy until it is well and truly dead. Amber Rudd could finish off a huge amount of Labour right now. But, no, she's instead... Oh, no, she has! I think she might have done it. Is that enough to finish anyone off? How many people are down in that pit? I don't know if that's enough to have killed anyone. If it is, then Amber Rudd's going down with them. That's a lot of dead people. And Tom Watson is not dead. Okay, I think actually the Conservatives did more damage to themselves there, but Tom Watson is in a really precarious position, especially as it's Nick Clegg's turn again. Nick Clegg might be about to flipping finish off Tom Watson. No, he's calling an airstrike. Oh my goodness, it's... Oh, Michael Fallon's dead. Michael Fallon's dead, and the pensioners might go down, but they're going to do a lot of damage. I think they're going to take out... Well, they're not going to take out, but they're going to do a lot of damage to Ian Duncan Smith and everyone else. Caroline Lucas was finished off too. Oh, Nick Clegg called in the cavalry, and they've done a lot of damage. The SNP are now leading. The SNP are actually winning. That was a huge, huge blow to the Conservatives. Oh, wow, that was 3 being killed there. Angus Robertson. Okay, clearly the airstrikes are in play right now, and it would not surprise me if we saw the SNP doing the same thing, because a lot of them are in good defensive positions. It's the economy again. The SNP just will not stop until the economy is completely dead. Oh, economy, I feel sorry for you, but there's nothing I can do. You just have to sit there and take it, damn it. Now, the next big question is what's going to happen in the big pit? If Diane Abbott just drops a mine then runs, that could be another big, big impact. No, she took a shot at the students, but she missed. That was a real Diane Abbott of a move, right? No, she missed twice. Well done, Diane Abbott. You are as good with shotguns as you are at being interviewed. Over to Boris Johnson, who has now got a clear shot at both the children and Jeremy Corbyn. Boris Johnson, is he willing to toss a grenade at a child in order to take out Jeremy Corbyn? I would strongly imagine that he is. Yes. Oh, no. No, it's a shotgun. It's a shotgun right to the children. Oh, Boris Johnson has shot the children in the face. He's willing to sacrifice children to get Jeremy Corbyn down. Jeremy Corbyn will probably survive this. Yeah, he'll survive the shot and probably survive the explosion from the children blowing themselves up afterwards too. But Jeremy Corbyn will now be extremely... No, I don't think you can take that. No, Jeremy Corbyn's gone too. Jeremy Corbyn is dead. Boris Johnson has killed him. Oh no, and Jeremy Corbyn has left behind a lovely little flower gravestone there. He does enjoy working in his allotment. Now we've got the massive pile of people is still there. What happens there might decide this. Oh my goodness, the SNP are actually winning by quite a significant margin. The UK public is, of course, last, but not by much. And that was... Ooh, they've just opened up a hole, which is potentially not going to work in their favour, because now everyone can get at them too. The poor are probably in good situation right now. I think the poor might actually win this. They are very well tucked away. What the hell is Tom Watson? I think he's probably going to teleport out. He's in such a... No, he's going for Nick Clegg, and he sacrifices himself. Bad choice by Labour. Nick Clegg is dead. Tom Watson sacrificed himself to do it. That was a bad move. Probably he needed to stay alive. Labour does not have enough strength to just basically sit around doing nothing. Now, Ian Duncan Smith sitting at the bottom of a hole of devastation, calling in the airstrikes, and a really bad airstrike did the slightest glancing blow to Nicola Sturgeon. So Tim Farron's actually still got 99 health, because no one in this area is willing to actually take on anyone else. They're just hiding in a big huddle. The students, however... Oh, the Lib Dems took another shot at the students. Shouldn't be surprised there. Right, now what are the SNP going to do? Because they could... Oh no, that was a bad shot. That was a really bad shot. The SNP are throwing away their lead right now. It's up to the students again. The students have managed to survive just, but they have been hit from all sides. John Macdonald up again. He could, in theory, do a lot of damage to the SNP right now, but I think he wants to go for... I think he's going for Nicola Sturgeon. Good shot. Good shot against the SNP from Labour. Potentially going to make some gains in Scotland again. Who knows? David Davis, currently the Brexit minister. Dangerous position right now. Not really got a good shot at... Oh, no! No, he screwed himself over! Oh, Brexit has completely self-destructed, and the man who tried to lead it has ended up basically killing himself. Oh, David Davis. you won't particularly be missed, to be honest. Right, so basically, yes, Brexit has completely imploded. Oh, no! No! Oh, my goodness, the students! Who was that? Wait, who actually was that in there? Students have slipped off the hook. I didn't even see who that was. Oh, it was Tim Farron again! Tim Farron finally managed to finish off the students. The Liberal Democrats, after years of trying, have officially killed off students. Yes, at this point, Nicola Sturgeon in a very good defensive position. Very good defensive position. And her second in command, Angus Robertson, over there as well. I think, yeah, Nicola Sturgeon is finally going to get her wish. She has managed to finish off the economy. Bear in mind, the SNP started with half the worms of Labour, all except they started with 4 worms. All 4 are still alive. The SNP has kept all 4 of its worms alive. Labour is currently in last place. They are behind the UK public. And they've just got Diane Abbott hiding in a big puddle over there. No, they've got John Macdonald as well. John Macdonald in a reasonable position to potentially do a lot of damage. Diane Abbott has literally 1 health left. She's not contributing much. And she just did a big fire punch. That's actually... Oh my goodness! Oh, Diane Abbott! Diane Abbott has sucker punched a whole bunch of people, done a huge amount of damage there. Mainly, I think, to the SNP. In fact, blimey. Okay, she's not dead yet. Boris Johnson is now in a difficult position. Potentially the most sensible thing for him right now could just be hide in that hole, let everyone else kill each other, and then just become Prime Minister at the end. I've heard this as a possibility. It's looking more and more likely that at the end of this, potentially, Boris Johnson, if the Conservatives are going to win, it's going to be Boris Johnson that's left standing at the end. Tim Farron now has a chance to finish off Diane Abbott. I would be amazed if she... No, he didn't. He's gone for John Macdonald instead. Surely that second barrel, however, is reserved for Diane Abbott. We could finish off right now. Dangerous, though. He could be... No, he's fluffed it. Liberal Democrats managed to mess up that final shot. Now, Diane Abbott could, theoretically, just knock him straight into the water pretty easily, in fact. Angus Robertson, good safe position over there, but he's going to struggle to get a shot. He's calling in the airstrikes. He's calling the airstrike against Diane Abbott and against Tim Farron. That's a good hit against Tim Farron there. Diane Abbott will do a little bit more damage to him as well. Diane Abbott goes down, but does more damage. Right, John Macdonald should be able to finish off Tim Farron pretty easily. I think John Macdonald gets a turn before Tim Farron, if I recall correctly. But basically, the Liberal Democrats and Labour are going to be so busy punching each other in the face, it's just going to leave Boris Johnson standing. If John Macdonald goes for Tim Farron right now, yep, he's going to. Oh, no. What should have been a coalition on the left has instead just descended into violence. And, tragically, John Macdonald has taken out Tim Farron. But the poor are going to pay the price. They're now exposed. The poor are now exposed. The poor have actually moved up into... Oh, no, that was the end. That was the end of the Liberal Democrats. The UK public are in 3rd place. They are doing better than Labour right now. Ian Duncan Smith, up next, potentially has a decent shot at Nicola Sturgeon. It's a difficult shot, but it's there at least. I think that's what he's going for. Yep. Decent, not a great shot, but has done some damage to Nicola Sturgeon there. Down to 26 health. One more good shot, finish her off for good. Question is, now that she's finally succeeded in her lifelong goal of basically killing the economy, what is Nicola Sturgeon gonna do next? What is her next big move? She's going for... That's not a good shot. Nope. She's just managed to hurt herself a bit more there. That is no good at all. And it's going to be a while before she gets another move, because the SNP has so... Actually, the SNP's only got 2 now. Angus Robertson will be up next. The poor gets another go. They're looking vulnerable. The poor have managed to survive. Actually, is the poor all that the UK public has left at this point? Or, yeah, the pensioners dead. The poor are actually the last left standing, which is amazing, but not for much longer. That might be it. I think Labour just, yep, Labour just finished off the poor. The poor are dead at Labour's hands. John Macdonald should have taken a shot at Boris Johnson, but didn't, and I think he's about to pay the price for that. Boris Johnson is not actually the last Conservative left standing. Ian Duncan Smith is still there. And that is... I think he might just survive that. John Macdonald still alive with 10 hit points. Angus Robertson probably out of airstrikes. He's probably got a napalm strike still, but not looking great. Now at this point, John Macdonald needs to do something really, truly dramatic to get back into this. He's all Labour has left. And he's fluffed that shot. But he's got a good defensive position there. Boris Johnson is going to struggle to hit him. But it's only going to take the lightest tap to finish him off. But he might... Actually, he's going to get another go before Boris Johnson gets another go because of Ian Duncan Smith. Ian Duncan Smith has gone for... That is a good direct hit on Nicola Sturgeon. That is Nicola Sturgeon gone, unfortunately. And that means all that's left for the SNP at this point is Angus Robertson. It has turned into a 3-way fight between Conservatives, SNP and Labour, which we should not be too surprised by. However, health has just dropped in. That might be a bit of a lifeline for John Macdonald. So, another shot coming in over here. long, difficult shot there by Angus Robertson. There's not much he can do. That is going to be a difficult scrap, ultimately. John Macdonald, is he going to go for the health? Is he going to try and get to it? It's going to be difficult to get to. No, I think he might have just killed himself. John Macdonald has just basically, when trying to take out the Conservatives, has done more damage to himself, unfortunately. And I believe that is Labour out of the race. Oh, Labour. Labour, the polls were suggesting you might be doing well at some point. Bit of a last-minute surge by Jeremy Corbyn, but no, hasn't worked out that way. Labour is gone. It's now down to the Conservatives versus the SNP. SNP, they can just land a couple of good hits. I think Angus Robertson just passed. He's actually just passed. He doesn't even want to take a shot. Now, what are the Conservatives going to do here? Because this is a difficult shot to... Oh, that's a good shot. That's a... Ooh, that was good. One solid hit on Angus Robertson. And that will do it. That will actually do it, damn it. Angus Robertson failing here, struggling to get the hits in. He ideally needs to just bury his way through a little bit. He could use the blowtorch to go through, but the air doesn't really do that. Boris Johnson could go get that health kit. No, he's just randomly firing. He's trying to open up a firing tunnel so we can actually start taking some shots at the SNP. Now it just descends into basically who's got the most skill with the bazookas or with the grenades. Angus Robertson, what are you planning to do? That's a tricky shot. That's I think he's just trying to blow his way through there to give himself a bit more of an open shot there. But if he does that, he's going to open himself up to being attacked just as much. Ian Duncan Smith is going to struggle to bank a shot there. He's accidentally sort of blown something up there. Nearly did damage to himself. Didn't actually do that much damage. Everything's under control. And we're up to 28 minutes into the game. 2 more minutes. It's... Oh my goodness. In 2 more minutes, it's sudden death. In sudden death, the water starts rising. Angus Robertson has the most elevated position. If the Conservatives can't finish off the SNP, they might lose to... Oh, Boris Johnson has just blown himself up. Not hugely, but he's done some damage to himself. They're embarrassed himself in public. It would not be the first time. The SNP, theoretically, could win this, assuming they don't blow themselves up. Oh, that's a really good shot. That is a beautiful shot at Ian Duncan Smith. It's enough! Ian Duncan Smith is dead! It's down to Angus Robertson versus Boris Johnson. At this point, the SNP are in the lead. And there is only 1 minute left. 1 minute left, and then the water starts rising. And then Boris Johnson has got far, far bigger problems than trying to figure out how to get a shot at Angus Robertson. What is he going to bloody do at that point? Admittedly, the SNP might be their own worst enemies. If they get a bad shot, he could very easily knock himself into the water. He needs to be very, very careful. That's a good shot, though. That's a good shot. If he could just do a few more of those, he could blow his way through. We're up to 29 minutes. Sudden death is almost upon us. It's going to be any second now. Boris continuing to just fire up. That's a less good shot. Boris not doing a good job there. And very, very close by to the water level, damn it. Angus Robertson having a think. He is... Oh, he's teleporting. What's he doing? Oh, he's teleported to... He's still on high ground. He's still on high ground, but Boris probably has a better shot at him now. He was probably better off where he was before. Boris not choosing to teleport at this exact moment in time. 30 minutes. Surely, therefore, sudden death is upon us now. Or maybe it's at the end of 30 minutes. I'm not sure when it triggers. But it's very, very close by. What is Angus Robertson going to do at this point? He's going to create some burning debris that actually is more likely to hurt him than anything else. But never mind. I think possibly it's at the end of 30 minutes. Once 30 minutes is actually done and up. That's a really weird grenade shot, but alright. Angus Robertson has 2 advantages right now. He's got the high ground. He's got the better shot down. It's an easier shot to shoot down than up. And, of course, he's got the advantage if he's actually got a little bit more health. That's a weird shot, mine. That's a really weird shot. That was a good shot. Oh! Angus Robertson, quite the political operator. Boris Johnson is down to flipping half health. Quite frankly, I'm not sure why sudden death hasn't activated. I did set it for 30 minutes, but never mind. It would appear that no one's interested in that. This is just going to come down to the bloody death. Angus Robertson basically still hasn't been touched. And he is in a really good position. He has got a deft touch for this sort of thing. In comes some. Just a bit of light fire. Boris Johnson hiding in his bunker. It hasn't been touched so far. The question is, it could still go wrong. It could still go wrong very, very easily. One good hit could finish off Angus Robertson because he could end up in the sea, end up in the water. You're done. That's not a good shot, I don't think. No. That's a bit of a pointless shot. Boris Johnson, to my mind, always been a bit overestimated as a politician. Generally, when you actually watch what he does, turns out to be a little bit on the incompetent side. And so he's proving here. Next to Angus Robertson, his shots are doing very, very badly. He's not getting the shots and he's not doing the damage. Boris Johnson, once again, what is he planning to do at this point? I mean, he could just slowly blow his way through. That is certainly true. And, like, sooner or later, Angus Robertson is going to run out of cover. then he's going to be knocked down. And actually, at this point, it's been a while since Angus Robertson has actually landed a good solid hit. Boris Johnson is just slowly... He's teleporting. Where's he going? Oh, that's a really dangerous position. No, that's a really stupid move from Angus Robertson. He's lower down and he's right by the sea. No, Boris Johnson decided to pass. He doesn't think he's got a shot there. Right, what are you planning to do now? He's planning to do a really, really weird shot that could have worked. Maybe, but yeah, at this point, a single solid shot from Boris Johnson will knock Angus Robertson straight into the sea. No questions asked. I mean, I feel like Boris Johnson might want to teleport at some point. If he teleports up to high ground, then he's really got this. This will turn around so fast. Angus Robertson still got himself. He's got a shot. He thinks he's got a shot. That's a nice shot. It's a glancing blow, but Boris Johnson, I can't do more than 20 or so. 17, down to 28. Boris Johnson, but he's possibly just opened up a path for Boris Johnson to return fire at this point. Boris Johnson, very soon, within a couple of bazooka shots, will have a really good shot there. Nope, Boris Johnson just managed to blow himself up again. Down to 18. This could actually be it. This could be the SNP might be about to win this. So, oh, that's a beautiful shot. That's an absolutely beautiful shot. That is stunning. That's art. That is... Boris Johnson's dead. Boris Johnson's dead. The SNP just won the election. Okay, well done, Angus Robertson.
We won.
So, Worm of the Match award goes to Angus Robertson. Unsurprisingly, he got 5 kills at one point. However, most kills with a single shot was actually 4 in a single shot by Diane Abbott. I believe she basically sacrificed herself to do that. Most damage with one shot, Nick Clegg. Yes, indeed, Nick Clegg has done a huge amount of damage to this country in a single moment before. Best shot award was won by Diane Abbott. Again, 4 kills, 222 points of damage. And Angus Robertson won the Entertainment Award. The Worm voted most boring was Boris Johnson. Leanne Wood of the other parties, indeed specifically of the Welsh Party, was the most useless. And the Worm that turned to the dark side was Angus Robertson. Jeremy Hunt of the Conservatives turned a strange yellow colour. Well, maybe he should have funded the NHS better in that case. Now, ladies and gentlemen, you're probably looking at this and thinking, well, that's extremely unlikely, isn't it? I mean, how can Angus Robertson end up winning the election? Well, let me tell you how the SNP and Angus Robertson can end up winning this election. If, in theory, the Conservatives lost their majority and couldn't find decent coalition partners, then could it possibly be that a Labour-SNP coalition could actually win the election? And as part of some form of deal-making, Jeremy Corbyn was forced to stand down, leaving in the interim Angus Robertson as the Prime Minister, because, of course, Nicola Sturgeon, I believe, can't actually be Prime Minister because she's busy being the First Minister of Scotland. So, basically, that may sound ludicrously unlikely to you, but when I did the American political simulator, Donald Trump's victory seemed ludicrously unlikely as well, and yet it flipping happened. So I'm just going to say, this is now going to happen, alright? Put your money on this. Angus Robertson is going to be the Prime Minister after the election tomorrow. Speaking of which, it's the election tomorrow. Go and vote. If you are in the UK, go and vote, especially if you are a young person, because young people do not go out and vote enough. And that is why young people are ignored in a lot of manifestos and are treated badly by politicians, because they know that young people don't go out and vote. For the love of God, if you are a young person, or, you know, vaguely youngish, then please go out and vote tomorrow. Go out, vote, do it. I don't even care who for. Just go out and vote, because if the youth turnout is high, that means next election there will be a lot more youth-friendly policies, and it will be beautiful and lovely, and everything will be good. So there you are, ladies and gentlemen. That there is the Worms Armageddon political simulation machine. We are calling the election tomorrow for the SNP, somehow. That may sound unlikely, but I think it's going to happen, damn it. You just watch this space. And in the meantime, I've been John, this has been Many a True Nerd, and this has been the Worms Armageddon political simulation machine, predicting victory tomorrow for the SNP. Thank you very much, and goodbye. Wait, did people just vote out democracy? Hang on, what have you just done? Oh, go on, let's have the greatest Oktoberfest ever. Yay! Spain and Russia have announced a new alliance as a result of the warmongering of certain Central European countries. Oh, well, excuse me! My leader from now on, no weaklings will stand in the way of this country's path to glory. Oh, God, Germany, not again!